dear friend. He came from Wisconsin on his anniversary to be with us today. So I would like to humbly introduce my friend Paul Knapp, Major General retired, USAF Force.
All right, good morning, everybody. Thanks for the introduction, Ed. Thanks to the Honor Guard for presenting the colors. That is awesome. Every time I see you guys, it just lights up the day. And you know, we couldn't do a lot of these ceremonies without you, whether it's a memorial or a funeral or anything. All of the service that you do, I think you said you did up to like 800.
Coming up on 800.
800, and that's just amazing. So let's put it, give another round of applause to the Honor Guard. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay, excellent. Okay, so Ed gave me a great introduction, but one of the things I would be very remiss if I didn't start off with it is to say happy anniversary to my lovely wife Renee. It is our anniversary today, 22 years. Can't think of a better way to spend our 22nd anniversary out here on the range with a lot of great Americans. So it's awesome to be out here today.
I bet she could think of better ways.
Oh no, I mean once she met you yesterday, Ed, she's so happy to be here. So, actually, probably more due to Miss T. So anyway, all right, I won't take too much of your time, but I did want to say a couple words this morning as it applies to Aiming for Zero and other veteran initiatives to help us take veteran suicides hopefully to zero. So a little bit about me. I as Ed mentioned, Air Force. I was fortunate enough to retire as a 2-star general, but I was active duty, reserve, and a guardsman. In my last assignment, I was the adjutant general for the state of Wisconsin, and that was my capstone assignment. We had about 10,000 airmen and soldiers, and as well as about 1,000 civilians. So it was a huge command. I took over command on the 5th of March, 2020. And if anybody remembers what was going on about that time frame, on the 12th of March 2020, we declared a national state of emergency for COVID. And so in Wisconsin, we ended up having rioting, a lot of things. We were dealing with COVID, we were dealing with civil unrest, we had Afghan refugees in Wisconsin. It was a really, really busy time. And we got to December of 2020, and I thought we were doing really well when, up until the point that we unfortunately notched our 5th suicide from one battalion in the Wisconsin National Guard. And up until then, as a commander, I've had folks under my command die in the line of duty. I've had them die from illness, cancer. I've had them die from accidents, lots of accidents. And there were the occasional suicide here or there. But wow, I mean, that is a huge number in one battalion. And so I decided to take kind of a deep dive into service member and veteran suicide and figure out what it is that, what are we missing here? What can we do moving forward? And one of the things, the bottom line up front, as we like to say, is unfortunately there is no one thing, right? There is no silver bullet. There's no one answer to this very serious problem that we have, that we are all here supporting to get to zero for veteran suicide. But there was one connection. When we looked at all of those suicides within my command, in my ranks, one of the things we determined, that battalion had deployed to Afghanistan and returned in December of 2019. So just prior to COVID. They had started their yellow ribbon reintegration. They had one meeting of reintegration, and then we got locked down for COVID, and basically everyone was isolated. And so we became, all of those young service members who had deployed together. They had that, they shared that brotherhood of arms, and gotten back, and their support network had basically gone away overnight when we isolated everyone for COVID. And so while each of their circumstances were different, because everyone has a story, which I'll get to in a second, the one thing that we had that they all had in common is that they just didn't have anybody to talk to, and they didn't. Arguably there are hundreds of programs out there to help with this and deal with this, both in the service and out of the service. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to having that battle buddy, that wingman, that person that identifies either on their own or have someone else, that battle buddy, identify that someone needs help in whatever part of their life that they're struggling with. And we all have struggles. That's the other thing. Actually backing up a sec. So the one thing that they all had in common was that personal connection. And I'll come back to that kind of at the end. So everyone has a story. That's one of the things that I've always said through my command, is everyone has a story, and I try to learn as many of the stories as I can. It's one of the things I'm known for in the soldiers and airmen that I've commanded is going up to whoever it is and asking them for what is your story? Because that is super important to really get to know someone. So when I saw that for aiming for zero, and Chris's motto here is that every shot counts and every story matters. It really resonated with me because that's something I've been talking about for my entire military career. And so everyone does have a story, and every one of those stories matters. And so what I'd like to do next is basically just mention a little call to action, right? So first of all, you're here. So thank you so much for being here and supporting this great cause. It's really exciting, being in the shooting world for all these years. I think this is a great avenue to get the word out there. But one of the things I'd like you to do is to reach out to your family, your friends, anyone that you know that's a veteran out there, just check in on them. Somebody that you may run into once a week at the barbershop or whatever, just ask them how they're doing. And sometimes that's all it takes, is just checking in on them, listen to their story. And basically everyone has a story, and find out what their story is. And become potentially their battle buddy or their airman. You don't have to have spent time in the military to be a battle buddy or a wingman or swim buddy, whatever. It's just as somebody to talk to and someone to help identify. All right, your second call to action is to have fun today. Okay, we're at such a cool place. Ed and Miss T have built a great range here. They've built a great program of shooting with Metal Madness. It's awesome. It's not like any other type of shooting. The focus is not on winning. The focus is on having fun, and the focus is on getting out here and getting new shooters. Like you may see my lovely wife out today shooting for the first time on a lot of this stuff. So yeah, so she's gonna give it a shot. Thank you. Yeah, and basically have fun, and then spread the word. There's going to be Ed and Chris are going to talk a little bit about the activities of the day. I'm not fully read into that, but support them, and then spread the word about this, because you all are in some way, shape, or form connected to the shooting sports or shooting industry, and these can happen at any type of shooting matches. And I don't want to steal Chris's thunder, but basically spread the word, get the word out, and let's continue to support aiming for zero. So Ed, Miss T, Metal Madness, all the sponsors here today, I want to thank everyone for that you're here. The goal is clear for today and in the future, and that's to aim for zero, because any number above zero is unacceptable. So have fun today. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many in here, show of hands, are veterans that served? Give them a hand. Thank you, guys. You're the heroes. Hey, Paul Pluff, come here a minute.